Valentine's Day, celebrated annually on February 14th, has its origins steeped in both Christian and ancient Roman traditions, though its exact beginnings are somewhat murky due to the blending of various historical narratives over time. Here's a look how Valentine's Day evolved. Ancient Roman roots. Lupercalia. One theory suggests that Valentine's Day was derived from Lupercalia, a fertility festival dedicated to Faunus, the Roman god of agriculture, as well as to the founders Romulus and Remus. This festival was celebrated on February 15th and involved rituals to ensure health and fertility, including a matchmaking lottery where young men drew the names of women from a jar. Christian influence. Saint Valentine. The day is named after Saint Valentine, a Christian martyr whose story has multiple versions. One legend says that Valentine was a priest who defied Emperor Claudius II's ban on marriage for young men, believing single men made better soldiers. Valentine continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret, leading to his arrest and eventual martyrdom. Another story involves Valentine healing the blind daughter of his jailer, and before his execution, he left her a note signed "Your Valentine," which is one potential origin of the Valentine cards. There's also a narrative where Valentine, imprisoned for his faith, sent the first Valentine greeting himself to the daughter of his jailer, again signing it from "Your Valentine." Middle Ages to modern times. Courtly love. By the Middle Ages, Valentine's Day had become associated with the concept of courtly love, where knights would express their affection through songs, poetry, and gifts to their beloved. This romantic aspect was further popularized in literature. Chaucer and Shakespeare. Geoffrey Chaucer and William Shakespeare both contributed to the romanticization of Valentine's Day in their works, linking the day with love and courtship. Modern celebration. The modern Valentine's Day, emphasizing love, romance, and gift-giving, took shape in the 18th century in England, with mass-produced Valentine cards appearing in the 19th century. Today, it's celebrated around the world, often with gifts like flowers, chocolates, and cards. Cultural variations. While the Western world largely celebrates Valentine's Day as a day for romantic love, other cultures have adapted it in unique ways. In Japan, for instance, there's White Day, a month after Valentine's Day, where men give gifts to women in return. In South Korea, Black Day follows for singles, where they eat black noodles in a light-hearted acknowledgement of their single status. Valentine's Day has evolved from a blend of pagan rituals and Christian martyrdom stories into a global celebration of love in its many forms. Its commercialization has grown significantly, yet it retains its core as a day to express affection. Saint Valentine's legends. Saint Valentine, or Valentinus, has several legends associated with him, which have contributed to the romantic lore surrounding Valentine's Day. Here are some of the most prominent. 1. The priest who defied the emperor's ban on marriage. The legend. One of the most popular stories involves Saint Valentine being a priest in 3rd century Rome under Emperor Claudius II. Claudius had banned marriage for young men because he believed that single men made better soldiers. However, Valentine, seeing the injustice, continued to perform marriages for young lovers in secret. When his actions were discovered, he was arrested and sentenced to death. Significance. This story is often cited to explain why Valentine's Day is associated with romance and marriage. Valentine's act of defiance in the name of love has made him a patron saint of lovers. 2. The love letter to the jailer's daughter. The legend. While imprisoned, Valentine was said to have fallen in love with the young daughter of his jailer, who visited him during his confinement. Legend has it that Valentine healed her blindness. Before his execution, he allegedly wrote her a letter signed "From Your Valentine," an expression of affection that has become synonymous with love letters exchanged on Valentine's Day. Significance. This story is believed to be the origin of Valentine cards, making Valentine the patron saint of greeting card manufacturers. 3. The martyrdom for faith. The legend. Another version of his story focuses on Valentine's martyrdom for his Christian faith. He was said to have been beaten with clubs and beheaded on February 14th, around 270 AD, for refusing to renounce Christianity. Significance: this narrative underscores his sainthood and martyrdom, aligning with broader Christian historical context rather than specifically with romance. For multiple Valentines, the legend, there's confusion in historical records because there might have been more than one Saint Valentine. The Catholic Church recognizes at least two saints named Valentine who were martyred on February 14th. One was a priest in Rome, another possibly a bishop in Terni in Aramna. Significance: this multiplicity might have led to a rich tapestry of stories and legends, each contributing to the day's celebration in different ways. Historical context: the blending of these stories with the pagan festival of Lupercalia, which was celebrated around the same time, helped transform Valentine's Day into a celebration of love. Pope Gelasius I is said to have declared February 14th as Saint Valentine's Day in the late 5th century, perhaps to Christianize the pagan fertility festival. These legends, while they vary and include elements of folklore, have shaped the cultural and romantic significance of Valentine's Day, turning it into a day where love, in all its forms, is celebrated globally.